we will just hop right into her. Last session, the Waltz-bound damned left Kurosawa's shop and pushed into Huzachi, finding the market, intent on finding a way to speak to someone across the sea. At the Maker's Mark, the precise and prickly enchanter Akito offered 2 costly scrolls of sending. Haggling turned heated until Azric bartered hard. With a true Null Aetherstone, a Zahin Blackglass Saber, the Gilded Maul, twin scimitars from Amara's belongings, and after a tense back and forth, a single Severin coin to secure a scroll, and ambitiously, the Tome of Leadership and Influence. He also pried loose a Foxfire earring for Terhuk, then stalked out before tempers flared again. Outside, Irina slipped away, straight into the Crane and Chrysanthemum dressmaker's shop. Sai and Maeve shepherded her through a joyfully extravagant trying on of clothing, while Azric and the others sought a quiet alley to plan the message to Morrigan. Weighing weather charts and Nim's quest to an artifact near the volcano, they chose to delay sending any message until they were back aboard altogether with a firmer timetable. Nim, meanwhile, charmed a bookmonger named Tori and left with a chest of Kozakin histories and an impressive armload of romance novels. Azric picked out practical pirate wear for Irina, then the trio returned to Kurosawa. Terhuk asking for protection of the armor variety. Leathers or scales for a quieter step, but Kurosawa produced something far more potent, the Agents of the First Dawn, gleaming plate armor once worn by Terhuk's mentor, Darius. A Dread Reaver lieutenant had sold it that very day, claiming to have taken it from across the sea. The Hollow Fang, a notorious Dread Reaver galleon, lay in Huzachi's harbor, and its owner was said to be drinking at the Rusty Sink. Azric paid a Severin coin along with a Severin coin from Nim, promising to balance the books later, but managed to take the Aegis, while Kurosawa asked half in jest for Azric to marry his daughter if he wanted to square the rest. But the 2 Severin coins with a IOU from Azric seemed to do the job, and Terhuk, shaken but resolute, swore to learn what befell Darius and the other aspirants who followed him. With Irina outfitted, a sending scroll in hand, and a darker thread unraveling at the Rusty Sink, the crew stepped back into the market's roar, planning their next move with the Hollow Fang shadow on the tide. So, this session begins with the girls inside the Crane and Chrysanthemum with Madame Shiori, as Irina is happily trying on different clothes, Maeve's attention drawn to a few different outfits. What are you guys doing?
Well, Tsai is sitting in the back watching Irina happily try on clothes while sipping tea.
Okay, you notice Maeve being drawn towards a couple different dresses, Sai, with a bit of hesitation. At least that was my take on it, Maeve.
Yes, that would be correct.
But before long, the curtain to the dressing room opens, and I think I might have already sent you the photo, Sai, of Irina wearing like this pink and white Kozakin dress that just kind of flows down to the ground around her, and she's comes out and asks if she can buy. She goes, "Can I buy this one?"
Well, that's entirely up to you.
Would you like to wear it out? Irina, kind of flustered for a moment, looks at you, Sai.
You can wear that if you want to. I think everyone would think you look quite pretty.
Then yes, I would. All right, that will be 27 gold pieces. And so Irina pulls out her little coin purse that Azure gave her and starts counting out the gold pieces. Madame Shiori kind of folds up Irina's other clothing and bundles it together and ties it into like a little package and hands it to Yusai. And
I will take that.
as she hands it to you, she says, "Are you gonna try on anything?"
Um, no, ma'am. I'm not one for finery. Thank you, though.
Very well. What about your friend over there? She's been eyeing those 2 dresses. Like she wants them, but is unwilling to try them.
A moment. And Sai is going to walk over to Maeve and put her hand on her shoulder. Why don't you try them on?
I mean, um,
Sai's just going to pluck them off of the rack. All right, come.
but we're just, but
Nope.
if I,
Nope. And she's gonna start dragging her by the hand. Nope.
hey,
She's gonna like reach up and pull one of Maeve's ears like closer to her mouth, and she's going to whisper,
Ow.
"Do you need help getting into it?" She did it gently.
careful. But, I could probably figure it out,
All right.
I think.
If you have any questions, let me know.
All right.
All right, off you go. And she's gonna shoo her into the dressing room.
She does attempt to put on the, if I remember correctly, there was a, I can't remember what the first one was, but...
It's called the Seafoam Waltz, and then there was an Emerald Serpent dress.
Right. I'm gonna try on the Emerald Serpent first. Or attempt to. Maeve has no idea what the fuck she's doing.
Okay. Roll a performance check. Actually, no, roll a survival check.
That's actually more accurate.
Ooh, damn. I'm actually kind of good at these, is the thing.
Why is it not? Yeah, no, you managed to get it on pretty handily. Why is the roll menu fucked up in here? It's fine. It still shows the roll. Is what it is. All right, 19. Yeah, you pretty handily you're able to get the dress on. It's a little tight in some places. Like it's a pre-made dress, so it probably needs some sort of adjustment. But overall, I mean, it looks nice.
Maeve will, actually, question. How, restricting is this dress, movement-wise?
How restricting is the dress?
Yeah. Does it impede my movement any?
There was also a turquoise gown.
There was.
Yeah, like it's a pretty restrictive dress. It is a dress meant to accentuate your figure, and so therefore it is pretty tight in certain areas to kind of accentuate and draw attention. The other dress that you had seen, the seafoam waltz dress is meant for like movement and dancing, but this one is more meant for making an entrance and having a lot of people pay attention to you.
Maeve will stiffly hobble out of the changing room. So, how do I look?
Why are you breathing like that?
If I take too deep a breath, I fear I might break the dress.
Oh dear, have you never worn a corset before? This is quite concerning.
Not like this.
Oh, I think you look beautiful, but it probably needs some minor adjustment. We could do that very quickly if you'd like.
If you could... If it would be possible to... free some things up.
Yeah, Madame Shori comes over with like a seam ripper and some thread, and just in the blink of an eye, like a torrent of arms and needles moving around you. You're scared you might be being attacked for a moment. But some of the restrictiveness gives way after a minute or so, where she has made some adjustments. It's still a tight fitting dress. Like, it's meant to accentuate your curves and draw attention to certain aspects of your figure, but you can breathe a lot easier. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid saying dad ass, okay?
Don't think there's any reason to avoid it.
Yeah, I say go off when.
See this guy gets hit.
Now, this is an important question. Does Maeve have like a little bunny tail?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. She has also added a distinct place for the bunny tail to come through the back of the dress, because it was just kind of mashed against between the dress and dad ass. But now it's got more room to breathe.
Son of a bitch.
It's much better. God, I can actually breathe. So, is there a mirror
Yeah.
somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Maeve will catch a look, or finally catch a glimpse of what she looks like in the mirror, and just falls silent. Sort of gives a slow spin to see the dress at all angles. Slightly faster spin.
As
Maeve
far
just
as
blinked.
comfort goes, it's a pretty comfortable dress. It is restricting your movement. You wouldn't be able to fight easily in this. But as you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you kind of spin, and the thoughts are coming to you that, you look nice, you're enjoying the way you look. And as you stop, your reflection doesn't. It completes another half turn by itself. The reflection of your dress continues to flow, even though the fabric has already settled around you. And just for a second, your reflection's back is turned towards you, and then it slowly looks over its shoulder with a sly smile, a sense of approval, and it quietly mouths the words, "There you are."
For an unexplained reason that Maeve is not entirely sure of, tears begin to well up. Um, how much?
29 gold pieces, dear. Would you also like to wear it out, like your young friend here?
Am I allowed to do that?
I don't see why not. We are both consenting adults.
I mean, I'm terrified I'm gonna mess it up somehow. Immediately.
Maeve, why don't you try on the other one as well?
I mean,
There's no
right
law that says
here.
you can't have both.
I mean, there's the law of I only have so much gold. But no harm in trying it on, I suppose. Just while we're here. Still considering my reflection in the mirror. God damn, I didn't know my ass was that fat.
She thick. Oh
Damn,
shit, I was
boy, she
unmuted. God,
thick. You try on the other one. It's much more flowy now that you've gotten into a dress for the first time and kind of know your way around what needs to be done. There are some areas where it could probably also be adjusted, but it's not as tight. It's very flowy. You feel much more comfortable in the way you can move in it as you are putting it on.
And this is the it's like a seafoam green that
Yeah.
is more mobile.
Yeah, this is a dancing dress. It is a dress meant for like moving around on the dance floor and stuff. It is called the Seafoam Waltz.
I'll take a couple of spins in the mirror, sort of gently test my range of motion.
Genuinely, you have more range of motion in this dress than you do in your normal garments.
It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. How much for this one, then?
That one is 34 gold pieces.
Hmm. Hmm. Well. Hmm. You have nice things sometimes, right? Ah, hell's with it. I'll take them both.
Very well. Will you be wearing them out, like your young friend here, one of them?
Well, can't very well leave her alone in this. Yes, I'll I'll wear this one out.
Since you're buying them both, I will give you a discount, and it'll only be 55 gold pieces.
Most gracious. Thank you very much.
Why, of course. We can't have you dashing young ladies going out looking ramshackled by any means. And that is all paid up. Irina is across the store and she's dragging something over, and you see she's pulling along this very elegant kind of black and almost like a gray silver dress. And she brings it to you, Sai, and she says, "You should try this one on. Even if you don't buy it, then at least you can dress up with me and Maeve."
Come on. You ought to try something.
Then we can all be pretty together.
Well, alright, I suppose I will. And so I will take the dress and change into it.
While this is happening, DM, I would like to propose a perhaps novel use of the prestidigitation cantrip. Part of that is being able to make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour.
Yep.
Can I use this to magic myself some temporary makeup?
Yeah.
Just
Definitely.
because. Looking in the mirror, I will try and cast prestidigitation to try and find something to put on my face that would accentuate what I'm wearing.
Yeah. You
Those
easily do
eyes
so.
really accentuate that ass.
Damn. Sai, I did send you a picture.
Oh yeah, I'm staring at it.
Oh, okay. In a good way or a bad way?
Oh, go away.
Okay. I did just send them I sent Sai a picture of Maeve's bare ass.
And you didn't send it to me?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Wait.
Nope. All the cake for me, sorry boy.
What? That's not fair.
Damn,
Group chats exist for a reason.
You look quite stunning in that dress. It is 28 gold pieces if you do wish to purchase it.
I don't have coin. I'm just here for my friends.
Irina goes, "I'll pay for it."
Oh my god. Irina, are you sure that's what you want to do with your money?
I'm sure. It'd be weird if we all left and only two of us were in fanciful dresses.
All right then. I suppose I will take it. It is quite beautiful.
Alrighty, so that would be 97 minus 32 minus 28. Irina has 37 gold pieces left. So, as you all receive your garments, old garments packaged up, new garments packaged up if for the beautiful Maeve who has bought 2 dresses. We will jump over to our gentlemen who are leaving Kurosawa's or just received the armor, and we're talking about going back to the market to find the girls and come up with a plan for their next step.
Leaving. I remember
Yep,
that.
leaving. Yep, we were leaving.
Yep.
Gotta haul this chest.
Oh, for another nasal.
Oh, we never actually learned whether or not your god is within your nostrils. Maybe we should ask.
Please, let's not encourage him. That is the last thing I need. And
Are you
I'm
putting
quite
on the
certain.
armor? Did you already put on the armor like in Kurosawa's shop, or are you just carrying it in the chest it came in?
Basically, he was carrying it, but he looks at Azrik. Do you think I should put on the armor? Just in case.
I mean,
It is heavy.
you could put it on now. I mean, it is up to you. We'll wait. But after we get back to the girls, we should probably at least formulate the plan before we move forward. And I'd rather not get into a bad situation with Irina with us.
Sounds like a plan then. I shall use that tree there. Please keep watching me as he goes into the tree to take off his leathers and put on the plate, which is going to be a bit difficult.
Well, while he's stripping, I'll watch the other side, I guess.
I thought you guys
I thought
said
you were
he's
just gonna
stripping.
say,
I don't watch. Yeah.
You're going to watch his other side? Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, there's 2 sides to every man.
Why are you changing in the bush and not inside?
One, he's certain that several comments are going to be made, and he doesn't want to deal with it right now.
Okay. Go ahead. I guess.
Something about the god being somewhere else, and he doesn't just, and he's like, "No, I'm done with that."
All right.
So yeah, he's just gonna change. Plus, he does have his under leather, so it's not like he's getting completely naked. It's just a little public indecency.
Ezric slowly starts to wander off.
But yeah, how long does it take to put on some plate now? Okay, I think it would take a little bit.
Yeah, too long for comfort.
It would be a few minutes, I think. I think like 10 minutes maybe.
Sorry. With help, it takes about 5 minutes. Without help, it takes about 15 minutes.
I'm not offering.
Well, okay, and we're gonna stay here for 15 minutes then. Druk's just gonna 15 minutes it is. As Ezek just wanders off.
All right. Well, 15 minutes go by, and you manage to get your armor on.
Yay.
You almost done in there?
Hey, sorry for the wait. Thanks for keeping watch. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, anytime. Maybe
And,
not anytime.
Yeah, I hopefully this isn't a recurring theme.
I'd appreciate that.
Speaking of which, is Ezek still there? Or is he just like walking around?
I would be probably a little further than that at this point.
Yeah, how far away does Ezra
right.
make it in 15 minutes?
I mean, I would be definitely walking pretty slow. So, I mean, maybe for comparison in real life, like half a block.
He's strolling.
Yeah, I'm strolling.
Okay.
Speaking of which, where is Azrik? Oh. There he is. Well, let's catch up with him before he leaves us behind.
After you.
Sorry for the wait, Azrik. Hopefully you weren't waiting for too long.
Oh, just trying to get my thoughts together still.
Well, I try not to think too much about it.
Are we off to catch up with the ladies?
Aye, we shall. Hopefully they're done by now.
Well, we have been gone for quite a while, so I'm assuming they are probably waiting for us.
Then, shall we?
Well, after you, Captain.
And we're off. Ezra takes off
Well.
dead sprint.
Just sprinting.
It doesn't take you long to get to where you're going. The market's not super far away, but as you guys get to the market, you show up just about as the girls are leaving, and you see Maeve, Sai, and Irina in the most ostentatious dress wear coming out of the dress shop.
I didn't know we had formal nights.
I have made some financial decisions. Well, sort of striking a bit of a pose.
Nim's gonna subconsciously take a couple steps forward. I think it was money well spent.
Druk grins a little. Well, I think all three of you look lovely.
Even got a, I couldn't help myself, I got a second one. I mean, I had to get it after the lady did it all up for me, right?
Obviously. Are you gonna show us? Do you need a bush?
Pardon?
Druk just gives her a look.
Looking
just
around
put
at
some-
the...
I put some pictures in the reference material.
Looking around at the starkly bushless market square.
Nim chuckles. I'm just teasing you. Well, mostly teasing Taruk.
I deserve that one. He sighs. Though I prefer that's not.
Sorry, carry on.
Fair enough. Well, let's not dwell on that topic. So, well, I'm glad that you made purchases that you all wanted, which is the most important thing, right?
Well,
I just realized I was
That's
muted that
nice.
whole fucking time. I was like, why isn't anybody responding? Anyway, Sai looks itchy and uncomfortable. She's like really uncomfortable because she's never out in public without her head covered.
Oh, but did Sai say anything before that?
Yeah, everybody was like, you guys look nice. And she's just like, yeah, that's a word for it.
This would not be the 1st
I'm
time Sai has worn a dress like this.
No, she's uncomfortable strictly because she's like on wanted posters for a ridiculous amount of money.
If you wanted, Madame Shiori could have given you like some, like a black silk to cover like the lower half of your face if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, can she get a veil, please?
Yeah.
A veil would be nice. Fantastic.
Nice. Well, but would you still feel uncomfortable even with the veil, or?
Yeah, because walking into a market square and finery kind of draws attention. It's not the dress that she's uncomfortable with, it's the attention.
And she's
Well-
definitely receiving it.
That's another word for it. Well, and then as Dirk looks around, are people's eyes on them?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
how much attention are they getting?
There is a number of people in this market square that I could not even describe to you. There's so many, and they're all shuffling around so much that it's hard to even determine what is people and what is just open, clear space, as you can see on the map. So, you have garnered quite a bit of attention as these two beautiful young women and this young Takaran girl dressed in just utter finery exit onto the street of a rough and tumble market square in a very not considered fine type of town. But yeah, you guys are garnering quite a few stares.
I mean,
All right.
on the other hand, the dress shop is right there.
Yeah. But not
But-
a lot of people go by 30 gold pieces is still a lot of money. Not a lot of people go buy a 30 gold piece dress and wear it out onto the street.
Mhm.
Well, as lovely as you three are, I don't
What?
think receiving that much attention would be.
There's a way around this. All right, each of you pair up, escort each one of us.
I mean, we can.
Would
We should
As-
all move in a group, shouldn't we?
No,
Or
having Maeve, trust me, having an escort generally tends to make people avert their eyes at least a little bit.
Right.
Moving in a group makes us seem like we're for sale, and the dresses will make it look like we're expensive and for sale. But if we're on each one an arm, it sends a different message. Trust me.
Well, Sai does have a point there.
Trahuk, pardon if this is... I might be saying things, but you look shinier. Right? Is that different armor?
Oh, aye. We decided. Well, Azrik and Nim helped me with the funds and to purchase some new armor, so that way I could protect you all better. Or I hope I could protect you all better.
So
I
you're
guess for a week's now.
you're not gonna die as much?
I hope not, anyway. That is the
That's
plan,
good.
after all. I like living, after all. And there's things I need to do, things I need to accomplish. And most importantly, protect you all. I can't do that while dead, can I?
Well, I mean, I guess.
Well,
it
I suppose
depends.
I could call upon my spirit when I die, and I could protect you that way, I guess. But that seems a bit overcomplicated.
Nim's gonna let Taruk finish talking to her, and then he's gonna smile and kind of kneel down, and then put his chest down and take one finger and kind of give her like a playful little poke and be like, he's gonna say, actually, it was your coin that allowed us to assist Taruk in getting something very important back to him. So thank you.
You're right. And
Oh,
I should thank you
The
as well.
armor is important to you?
Hey, it is from my father figure.
At this point, Azric's gonna so Azric's been kind of leaning here, still lost in thought for a little bit of this. But as they start talking about this, Azric's gonna step up kind of in the middle of everything. I suggest before we continue this conversation, we at least make it back to the ship. There's a lot to discuss, and too many ears to discuss it in front of.
I agree. I'd like to put this stuff down anyhow. So
Nim's gonna pick up his chest and hold it out as if motioning that the ladies can stack stuff on top of it. How much weight would that add, and would it
What's your strength score?
be difficult? My strength is a 10.
Oh. So you're carrying the chest of all your books, and then what
Yep.
all else? Just the dresses?
I think, yeah, they're extra clothing.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Wait. Are any of you wearing that bullshit Goku clothing that's like 50-kilogram t-shirt?
Yeah,
That's actually
Sai.
all I wear.
Yeah,
That's all she wears.
You guys notice now that Sai's not in like a flowy gown or anything like that? She's fucking ripped.
Absolutely fucking shredded, bro.
damn.
Roided
Shred
up.
cheese.
Yeah.
What's your strength modifier again?
17.
-1.
I think our group is just like fully weak.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a collective.
Look, why be strong physically when you can be strong with ghosts that do what you ask them to do most of the time?
Besides, strength is overrated. Who needs strength?
Why be strong physically when you could be fucking hot?
Hey,
Real!
fair point.
Real!
But this is we're just like standing around there, just looking beautiful.
Anyways, do any of the ladies put their belongings for me to carry?
I will set my stuff down on your arms. Or, yeah.
Perfect. Decide wipe off the gesture.
So I will put the packages are closed, but she keeps her weapons.
Perfect.
And we
Thank
should
you, Mom.
pair up to get back to the ship, right?
Correct.
Are we headed back there now, or is there anything else we need to get done while we're here?
Should probably be our next stop.
Perfect. I'm gonna, whichever elbow is the most available, I'm gonna hold out.
You have all my stuff, so Maeve will grab
Grab it.
grab
Well,
on.
Spread her arm through.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're the one carrying my weapons, so
Alright, Irina.
Makes sense to me.
As the finest little princess, he could escort you die.
Let's see.
Because pick best for volleyball practice.
She's kind of looking at you all, and she goes, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tie." And I'm sorry, this is a lot of stuff for me just to go with Azric.
Alright.
I mean, Azric is dashing. Azric gives Azric a smile.
Tahuk, that's a child.
I didn't
Yeah,
mean that.
don't be like size 5.
No, don't be like Mavra's husband. Okay.
Shall we then?
So you guys are just heading back to the ship now?
Yes.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
I need
Yeah, let's
to
go.
make a really quick note. I am very sweaty, just in general.
We know.
It's a little
Like-
drawback.
Like just
Like-
as a person, or
As a
like,
person, yeah, my skin glistens. Yeah, I decided that's literally just I'm just a sweaty guy.
Do you guys want the dock map or do you want the ship interior map?
Probably ship map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough. There you guys go. You turn
There's a
back to the
Desmond on our
ship.
boat.
What? Where? Oh, shit. Not anymore. Alright, you guys return to your ship with not much trouble to speak of.
Well, to start, everybody should at least take things to their rooms. Nim, with Desmond no longer aboard, you, Tahuk, and Maeve can figure out the room situation amongst you three. Actually, sorry, Nim. Maeve, Tahuk, one of you get to pick whether or not you want Desmond's room, and then whichever.
If you can
Dibs.
have Desmond's room, that's fine. I was gonna offer it to you anyway.
But what if
He gives
I
her a smile.
wanted Desmond's room?
dibs.
we.
I'm sorry, I already called dibs.
I would like to keep you with Sai for now.
Alright.
No offense or anything. There's just a lot of people down there that we don't quite really know yet. Though I think Brannick and Sarah would keep you safe if things came push to shove, but
At this point, one of the people on board comes up. Alrighty. We went ahead and took advantage of the day in port, and your repairs are completed. So as discussed, we'll be debarking here, with the 100 gold on delivery.
right? Are you sure that you wish to get off here?
Well, if I'm being honest with you, you seem like you might be more trouble than you're worth. So if you're willing to offer up more gold or something like that, I'm sure you could persuade some of my group to stay. Up to you. If you are really in need of repairs that often.
I mean, not that we're not needing repairs, at least sometimes. It's more that we're in Huzachi.
We'll get more
Not that-
work here in Huzachi than we would back in Al-Hajan after they put all those curfews and everything in place and have started getting worse and worse on incoming ships and vessels. Business was kind of drying up there.
Well then, sounds like it at least worked out for you.
Has Brannick inspected the repairs?
Yes, I have, ma'am. And they're tip-top shape. I think we'll be able to make it to our next stop without any sort of risk or anything to the ship, as long as we don't take another few cannonballs, that is.
Perfect. And then, if you'll excuse me, and then Sai's gonna go back to her room with Yurina.
Here's the gold that you're owed. And
Right, thank you very much.
hope you have a good time in Huzachi.
I'm sure we will. We're going to be using this gold to start up our own operation here, so if you're ever back in town and you need repairs, you'll know where to find us.
I'm sure that there's going to be something that brings us along this way.
There's not too many ports friendly to pirates anymore, so I'm sure we will. Alright, and they take off, clearing up even more rooms on your ship.
Well, I guess if Irina wants to take a room below deck, she's more than willing. Though, 3 that are spoken for are already spoken for. She can at least have a little place to call her own for a little while.
Nah, she'd go with Sai. She was just trying to cause trouble earlier.
Of course, Sai's room is right next to the kitchen.
And that has perks.
Well, I'll let you all get your affairs in order. I'm gonna
Hey,
go
aren't you gonna?
look at a map real quick. Let's. What time of day is it right now?
It's about 3 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m.
Brannick, could you ask Sarah to whip up something? We're gonna have to be setting off again first thing in the morning, most likely, if not tonight. And yeah, just let us know, as I'm gonna go back into my room.
He sets. He goes ahead and sets on his duties.
While Adric does that, Tariq's gonna try to tune to his armor.
Okay.
Get that all taken care of.
So I need a wisdom saving throw from Terhook.
Mm-hmm.
And a religion check.
Ooh, so 2 things at once. All right. Just to you, or it could be to the whole public.
It can be to everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
And religion, right?
Yep. Okay. So, with that, the armor. Here. Various. Yeah. You got a 10 and a 21.
I did indeed.
You
I
roll
just
D4.
surprisingly rolled 20. D4? Okay.
Okie dokie. So, attuning to this, you have read the magic item in full,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Make sure. And only like 3 people have ever worn this armor. You know how crazy that is?
Yep. Who's gonna wear it after Tarhuk when he dies? No idea.
As
Oh my God.
Are you sitting there just meditating with it, or how are you going about
Yeah.
attuning to it?
So, so he's gonna be like sitting next to this barrel here, and he's going to
That's the
basically
mast.
just the mass. Well, sorry, supposed to I put the barrel. Well, actually, it would work. So next to the mast, and he's just going to cross leg, and just close his eyes while trying to attune and meditate. So yeah, he is meditating.
As you settle on the deck of the ship, the armor enveloping your form, it begins to radiate this heat, this warmth. Not hot as a forge by any means, not the lingering warmth of a tavern room when you enter, but like stone beneath the first rays of the morning. For several breaths, you're not sure anything is happening. Then the golden channels running through this burnished plate begin to glow, one line at a time. A faint luminescence crawls through the armor, spreading outward from the large sunburst in the center of the breastplate. And then along the pauldrons, through the vambraces, each thin golden line awakening with a slow, steady brilliance. And you recognize what you're feeling. Not because you've ever worn the Aegis, but you've been taught this feeling. Your posture as you pray, the old chants and scriptures that you've had beaten into you, symbolism woven into every ray of the sunburst that you now wear on your chest. An understanding that dawn is not merely light. It is light returning after darkness has already had its time. The scripture has changed over generations, Tarhuk. Words have changed, rituals have changed, men have added doctrine atop doctrine atop doctrine, but this armor is older than all of that. It's a simpler thing. The aether bound into this armor predates arguments about rank and obedience and correction. There is something almost painfully pure beneath it. And Tarhuk, you know with absolute certainty that the presence touching your spirit now is not asking you whether you've obeyed every command ever placed before you. It's asking something much worse. Whether you still believe any of it. And the warmth suddenly deepens. It's almost burning. Your breath catches, and for just an instant, the ship is gone. There's blinding sunlight, brilliant and endless, not shining down from above, but surrounding you from every conceivable direction, leaving nowhere for any shadow to hide. And all the things you've managed to not say aloud seem suddenly impossible to avoid. Every unanswered prayer, every moment of doubt, every question you have had about the scripture, every uncertainty, whether it be what has happened to Sethos and Valana, every silence where you expected guidance, and every moment where the people claiming to speak Aurelius's light seemed somehow darker than the people they condemned. And Darius, not a vision of him, not truly, not fully, just the weight of his absence. The knowledge that this plate once rested upon his shoulders, that these golden channels once answered to him, that somewhere between then and now, Darius has disappeared and his armor ended up being sold by that dread reaver. You try to hold yourself steady. You know how this is supposed to work. You know the prayers. You know the scriptures. You know the teachings. You know what the faithful are supposed to feel when standing before the dawn. But knowing does not disperse doubt. For a moment, the light hurts. Your chest tightens. Your hands tremble against the weight of this metal surrounding you. The sunburst on the breastplate flares, painfully bright, blinding you for a moment and then dims, not extinguishing, but waiting. There's no voice, there's no proclamation from Aurelius, this being that you have been taught to worship, no judgment handed down from the heavens, but somewhere beneath the heat and the weight and the painful certainty that you are being seen, Farhook, you feel something begin to take shape inside this silence, a question not spoken, simply understood. When certainty fails you, why do you still stand? The armor waits. The light within its golden channels pulse once, slowly like a heartbeat, and for the first time since you donned this armor, since you became part of this order, nothing is being demanded of you. No prescribed prayer, no correct answer, no doctrine. Only whatever answer Terhook actually has. So, Terhook, when certainty fails you, why do you still stand?
As that question is asked, Terhook's mind comes a whirlwind of emotions. His thoughts go from his family, his mother, his father, his brothers and sister, to a time where he was kidnapped, taken away, abandoned, rescued. Thinking of Darian's warm yet stern look, to Sethos and Valeria teasing Terhook about being too frigid and standoffish in a way. Of the times they played together. To now the crew that he joined out of necessity, out of a mission, and has slowly become friends. Because there are people that need me, that believe that I am their light. Because, as Darius told me, there can't be light without darkness. They're not perfect. But at the end of the day, I just want to do what's right. I want to protect the people that I care about. And I want to be able to see their faces smiling at me, proud of me. Because at the end of the day, they are my family. As a little small tear falls down to Luke's cheek. Because they're my family.
As this answer leaves you, as this truth comes out into the open, the light begins to grow, spreads again, this time not in a massive blaze, but settling. This calming warmth, this gold light flowing outward from the armor, filling each channel till the entire set of armor carries the subdued brilliance of a sunrise just beginning to crest over the horizon. And something within the ages opens to you. You suddenly understand that this is not a collection of enchantments, but almost aether in the form of instinct. You feel strength bound into its plates, the divine heat, a resolve woven into the plates themselves to allow you to hold against the terrors of the world. Perhaps perhaps this armor is something far different than anything you could have thought it would have been. It doesn't feel like Darius is not asking you to become him, but as the final connection settles into place, there's a brief sensation that you cannot quite explain. The warmth across your shoulders, the weight of the plates, the steady light against your chest, and for just a moment, it feels like you're inheriting something that was never supposed to reach you this way. As the attunement completes, the sunburst upon the breastplate gives one final brilliant pulse and then steadies. And you hear, "Some wield flame to blind, others wield flame to guide. There is no definitive path, only the one you burn for yourself." The armor is yours. At least for now.
Thank you. As he just quietly weeps, right then and there.
So, as Taruk cries as a free action,
Yep.
who wants the spotlight next?
We can play out me and Maeve.
Yeah. What are Maeve
I-
and Nim doing? Oh, sorry. Maeve was going to say something.
Well, no, I'm going to be poking around Desmond's old room. See if he left anything behind.
You-
Move
you
myself
feel-
in.
You feel a presence leering close behind you. Or sorry, looming.
Too close to be precise.
Hello, Nim.
Sorry, I still have your belongings. I just assumed I was supposed
Oh.
to follow you to the room.
Oh, right, of course. Well, I suppose I'm moving into the big suite now. So,
I have a question
And-
that's not important, but I think I need an answer.
alright.
Do you have to manually cut the slits for your tail, or do you just buy specialty clothing for that?
Oh, it depends. The dress shop had to make alterations, but sometimes in some larger cities you can find some Veth'Arden-friendly clothing shops.
Huh.
Only sometimes, though.
That makes sense. I feel like I should have already known that, but I did not. It had not occurred to me to ask until I was following you to your room. Which sounds a lot creepier out loud than I meant it to.
You're looking at my tail, are you?
His
Maeve
face
will
blushes just a
giggle
little bit.
and open the door to Desmond's room. Or his former room.
Would you like me to follow you in, or would you like me just to hand you your belongings?
Oh, yes, please. And, if I could recruit your help to get my stuff in from my old room into here.
Oh,
It's just
absolutely.
one door over. It's fine.
Perfect.
But before
Well,
we just set those down on the chest there, yeah?
perfect. Is it all right if I leave my chest in here until we're done moving you out of your old room? Maybe I'll just move my chest and what I've got on me into your old room after we're done?
I figured that was the plan.
Perfect.
But before we
All
get
right.
started on that, can I would like to poke around this room, see if Desmond left anything behind.
Ooh. I am well equipped to snoop.
Sure. You guys can roll investigation checks.
Perfect.
Investigation. I'm good at these.
I'm not.
I have a -0 that is canceled out by Jack of all trades.
That is beautiful.
Or a -1, rather. Fuck.
Ooh.
I am muted.
Hey, DM. Sorry, I didn't mean
Yes.
to do that in accent. Can I use the experience no, that wouldn't apply. Never mind.
Well, remember, the whole point of experiences is for you to try to argue them to me to make them make sense. But now that you
Sorry,
said that
I'm-
it wouldn't have made sense, I'm not going to believe you no matter what you argue. So,
Okay.
no. What were you going to say though? For what experience?
Quick study. I was gonna say, so I've frequented areas that I was not supposed to be in. I would like to use this experience of quick study to quickly be able to look around, see what things might be hiding places, and try to look into those areas to see if there's anything that might be hidden in the room.
Sure. You can roll your extra experience.
Ooh, I did not think that would work. I mean, I thought that would work. I'm confident.
All right, so you got a total for 12. All right. So, as you guys are looking around the room, it's like there's stuff in here, but it's definitely like the stuff that was in here when you guys got the ship. The bunk has been stripped. The like table doesn't have any like errant papers on it or anything like that. The cabinets, like the drawers have been pulled out and checked and replaced. Even the collection of bottles, like it's been pretty heavily cleared. Desmond was a pretty detail oriented person.
He wasn't gonna just leave anything behind.
But still, looking through, Nim, what would he have left behind? Yeah, that's fine. Nim, you notice one of the wardrobe, like one of the cabinet wardrobe things, seems a bit off. Like one of the rear panels isn't sitting completely flush. And Maeve, you notice that the bookshelf, like the longer bookshelf in the room, looks like it has been moved away from the wall and back pretty frequently. There, you can see like indentation mark on the wood.
Let us take a peek behind there.
Yeah, does it take much effort to move this panel or pop this panel?
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Ooh.
And it's booby trapped.
Ooh. Ooh.
As you're going and trying to pry the panel off, you're not doing so quietly. You don't manage to keep the panel intact, and you end up ripping the panel out and breaking it, which was probably not the intention you were going for.
Not
But
in the slightest.
you do manage to get the panel off with not a ton of strain to yourself. As you lift it free, behind it is a narrow vertical cavity built into the wall, barely wide enough for a hand and forearm, and it runs down behind the wardrobe towards the floor.
Before anything else, once I rip that panel out, I'm gonna slowly turn to Maeve. Whoops. Well, sorry. And then I'm gonna put my hand into the cavity.
Okay.
Ooh.
Most of this space is empty. Someone obviously cleared it out thoroughly. There are obvious signs that objects used to be kept here, like faint oil stains, impressions, and dust. A little piece of torn cloth caught on a splinter. Whatever was stored here definitely was taken. But you notice that the cavity continues further sideways than it should. But you can't reach that area. Looks like it carries on further behind that bookshelf that is in front of you.
I am going to take a peek behind the bookshelf. The bookshelf is empty, right? For the most part.
No, the bookshelf has books on it. It has about 28 books on it.
Oh, I see. So carefully, without trying to make a mess of books in my room, but I mean, no sweat if I do. I would like to move the bookshelf. What's behind it?
So like I said, it's been clearly pulled from the wall repeatedly. It is very heavy, which makes sense as how it has made an indentation in the floor. But with the indentation, you can see where you need to pull it. When you pull it away, behind it, there's just wall, like the old timber of the ship. That's like the interior hole. And then several faint chalk marks.
What sort of chalk marks? Like measuring out a panel, or are they symbols, or?
No, it's more like almost like tally marks. And there's 7 of them. They're horizontally on the same plane, like moving across, and it's almost like they're trailing. Some are closer together than others. There's wider spaces between some of them and then other ones, and you think it's some sort of code.
Wait, I'm a rogue. I know thieves can't, don't I? Yes, I do.
Oh, I forgot you're all fucking rogues.
Does this knowledge avail me at all?
Yes, it does. So, looking over them, you start noticing the spacing, and you've seen these kind of symbols before. You traveling in the circus have seen a lot of different towns and a lot of different places, and often finding a safe place that you know you're not gonna be harassed or get into the same amount of trouble or be able to get away is important. And you see these marks say They're meant to identify a safe spot for a dead drop.
That's strange. I hear of all places. Can I just start knocking around the walls to see if anything sounds hollow?
Yeah, sure. Roll an investigation check with advantage.
Ooh, with an advantage. Can I wait? What are my experiences again? Where are they? There they are, I think. Should have that back by now. Nope. Wait, where are they? Oh, right here. No. Oh my god. Am I stupid? Am I blind? Oh, okay. Nah, I'll just roll it. Investigation, you said?
With advantage.
Ooh. 12.
Okay. Knocking along the wall, your ears against it. Solid. Solid again. And then the sound changes. Not a dramatic change, but enough. A little deeper. There's definitely a space behind this section of wall.
Hmm.
So you said that the cavity continues further into the wall behind more of this cabinet?
Yeah, it like extends back behind where that bookshelf between the two wardrobes would be.
Or I risk destroying anything else? Nah, I'm gonna start unloading the bookshelf. Nim's just gonna immediately be curious about what's going on. I'm gonna start pulling books and stacking them on the floor. Trying to get an idea if I can see by removing these books what's going on.
I mean, the bookshelf was moved, right?
Different bookshelf.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, there's two bookshelves.
I'm also gonna slightly take note of anything that might sound interesting. Not getting distracted, just being a little nosy.
I mean, these books were here when we got the ship, so...
Yeah, pulling the
Unless-
books away. You're just pulling all the books off the shelf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not looking at any of them too closely, but I might peek at a title or two.
So, yeah, I mean, there's most of these are like nautical charts and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay. Noted.
Pulling the books and scrolls off of the shelf, Looking behind the bookshelf itself, it just looks like normal wall. And then one of the books you pull won't come off the shelf, and you hear this subtle click, like a dull wooden sound of like wood tapping into wood.
Well, that's
And
intriguing.
the wardrobe begins to slide away from the bookshelf slightly.
Are the books I stacked in the way of it opening all
No.
the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
And this is when you realize that this hidden space is much larger than you had anticipated. It continues behind the small bookshelf, forming one long concealed compartment, roughly 5 feet long, a little over a foot high, 8 or 9 inches deep. Not large enough for a person, but large enough for weapons or documents or contraband. And it's an old thing, very old. Like, this would predate Desmond being in here as well. The timbers inside are darker than the surrounding cabin wall, and the fasteners are iron and older and starting to rust from being around the sea.
But
Are you gonna
Okay,
get
so
down there
this-
and look in it?
yeah,
You stick your head in there?
absolutely. Yep.
Okay,
Head down, butt up.
got it. First thing you notice, this thing has been used a lot. There are old leather straps fixed to the interior wall. Most have rotted through, though. Their spacing suggests that they probably held a few different things, but like long, narrow objects. There are also patches where old wax or resin had been scraped away. Probably some sort of hold to like survive like a customs check. And it's mostly empty. Whoever last used it at least took almost everything. Almost. But you do see a few objects that are towards the very, very back. Wedged lengthwise beneath one of the decaying straps is a bundle wrapped in stiff, oily black cloth. And not too far away from that, towards the center back, is a thumb-sized lead disc with a broken cord passing through it. And then there is a small ceramic bottle, no bigger than like 2 fingers. And then there is a thin wooden case, almost completely concealed beneath the dust, about the length of your forearm. And there's like a brass clasp on it that is heavily corroded.
Ooh, let's start with the box first. I'm gonna pull the box out.
Okay.
I'm gonna inspect it. You said it had a brass clasp that's mostly corroded. Is it like a lock of some sort, or is it just a flip clasp type thing?
It is like a locking clasp.
Ooh.
And you did not find a key in there.
Ooh. Can I attempt to break the clasp off? Does this look ancient, like in any way, shape, or form? Does this box have?
It's old, but it's not like ancient. It's probably like
Okay.
been in here a few years.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to break the clasp off.
All right, roll an athletics check. Yeah, easy
Ooh.
enough. Wedging a blade into it, you're able to break the clasp. It's the corroded metal kind of just snaps. Once you work it open, you find. Do you open the box?
Oh yeah.
All right, great. Can I have you guys roll dexterity saving throws?
yet.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
It is not. You find the interior lined with a green felt. Has deteriorated quite a bit, and there are slots for 6 objects. 5 are empty. 1 still contains something. A narrow brass cylinder. About 6 inches long, and at first you mistake it for like part of like a spyglass or something, but it looks like one side of it unscrews.
I want to hold the clasp up. Has Maeve moved closer?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's
the moment you went ass up, maybe
staring
moved her
over
token
your-
right behind you.
What do we got here? Should we open it? I got a cheeky, mischievous grin.
I think it's magic. I can check.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Right then. What should I check first? The
If it trapped, maybe? I don't know.
I'll just tentatively pick up the cylinder because I do need to touch it to identify it.
Okay. How does it look when Maeve identifies a magic item?
Hold on. How have I flavored this before?
Strawberry.
There's you get the sense of a soft, gentle breeze kicking up, swirling around Maeve
Ooh.
as she closes her eyes. You can nearby you can feel a sort of hum of something magical, or maybe of an instrument of some sort. It's hard to tell.
As you
But
channel your aether,
Continue.
yeah, as you channel your aether, you find that this item is not magic.
Well, whatever
Open
it
it.
is, it's not magic.
So it's safe to open.
I wouldn't go that far. I'll give it a tentative shake.
It explodes.
Oh god.
That'd be really funny. Don't do that though, please.
So you open it?
I am not opening it just yet.
Okay.
I'm shaking it gently to try and get a sense of what's inside it, if anything.
Yeah, gently shaking it. It sounds like there's something in there, but it sounds like parchment sliding back and forth.
Right then. Now I'll open it.
Okay. As you unscrew it, you find a tightly rolled strip of very thin treated vellum parchment.
Well, what's it say?
It's rolled up. I don't know. I'll take it over to the table over here and very gently roll it out.
Okay. As you roll it out, you find most of the writing has faded, but portions remain legible. and it appears to be part of an old cargo manifest. No ship name can be seen on the fragment, whether or not it's gone with time. But there are some entries, most mundane, like salt pork, 14 barrels, lamp oil, 9 crates, dried citrus, sailcloth, and then further down you see passengers, 6. That has been crossed out. Underneath, somebody wrote cargo, 6. And beside it, it says no names in ledger. No further explanation, no indication who these 6 were. No dates or anything completed enough to immediately place it. Just evidence that at some point in the ship's earlier life, 6 people were deliberately recorded as cargo instead of passengers.
That's disconcerting.
Well, where'd you guys get this ship from again?
Well, we found it floating out in the ocean. However, the ship is from the Veth'Arden Trading Company.
Huh.
It doesn't feel like them to process people as cargo, unless unless they're doing
Well-
something shady, or we're doing something shady. But
I think it's been well established that we're most usually doing something shady, and based on this ship was
Oh.
used for something shady for a while.
well, we're pirates. We're supposed to be shady. The Veth'Arden Trading Company. They're supposed to be, reputable, upstanding.
I often find that those who claim to be reputable and upstanding are often the least. So let's go see what else was tucked away in that wall. You said, DM, you
I'll,
said that there was an object with a cord ran through it? Sorry, Maeve, I interrupted you. Continue.
No, I'm just gonna gently place the parchment back into the cylinder
Okay. Yeah, there were,
for delivery to the captain later, once we're done poking around.
all right. Yes, there was a flattened lead seal in there with a cord running through it.
Seal like what people press in with wax.
Yep.
Okay.
Looking at
I'm
it, one side has an official looking stamped mark. The other side is hammered flat.
Do I recognize the seal? Does it look familiar? Can I roll history for that?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Can I? Yes.
You can roll a
Properly
history
fine.
check too.
History. There we go. 8.
Okay. So Maeve has no fucking clue, but Nim, you recognize this as the royal seal for the Vorkal Sultanate.
Ooh. Sorry, making real quick note of that. All right. Well, this is intriguing. Here, will you hold this? I'm gonna hand it to Maeve, regardless if she's ready for it or not. And there was one last thing, right?
Correct. So there was also
It was a glass file. Oh, sorry.
no. So there's 2 more things. So there was a small
Oh, okay.
ceramic bottle, like no
Oh,
wider than like 2 fingers put together. And then there was a bundle wrapped in like stiff oil blackened cloth.
Ooh, I'm going to pull both items out, and I'm going to hand the ceramic vial to Maeve. And this time I'm going to wait for her to be ready to receive it.
Takes it.
My words could be better tonight. Okay. So I'm going to. You said it's wrapped in thick, blackened or oil blackened cloth, like stiff, like it was soaked in.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to try to remove whatever appears to be the opening of this cloth, whether that's peeling back a layer or two, or if it's just crumbles or whatever it may be. That's wherever the opening appears to be. That's where I'm going in at.
Yeah, it's kind of like something's rolled up in the cloth. So like peeling the cloth back, there's a little bit of resistance, but you manage to get it out. And inside you find the short kind of like carving knife.
I want to inspect it. Can I inspect it?
Yeah, roll an inspection or an investigation check.
Can I assist in this?
Yeah,
Well,
sure. You can either
just
also
looking-
roll or you can give Nim advantage.
I'm giving them advantage.
Perfect.
If I can still do that.
Yeah, for sure. So Nim, you can roll again and take the higher roll. Okay, 7.
Well, R.I.P.
It's a knife. It's got some surface staining, but no rust or anything.
I'm gonna hold the knife up to whatever light is peeking in from. I assume that's a window. Well, it's odd that they wrapped this up in a soaked cloth, but I think it's just a knife.
It's a knife.
For knife things, I guess. Yeah.
Give it here.
Your hands seem to be a little full. You want to trade one of the items you're holding and I'll pass
Yes,
this to you?
please.
Okay. I take whatever Maeve offers and hand her the knife.
She will cast Identify on it. And I need to be deducting spell points. Where? God, it's been so long.
You're casting Identify on it?
Indeed I am.
Okay. Hell to the yeah. This is known as the Mariner's Blade. As you cast Identify on it, you see the blade begin to glow, specifically a seal towards the where's my description of this? Mariner's Blade. There it is. Near the base of the blade is a stamped emblem, a crown pierced through by a harpoon. And it is glowing. And what all does Identify give you?
Let's see. Identify.
There we go. You must touch the object.
You learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. The item was created by a spell. You learn which spell created it. Oh, wait. And apparently I can use it on creatures to find out what spells are affecting it. I did not know that. That is good to know.
Okay. So, this is called the Mariner's Blade. You notice that it has some sort of transmutative property on it. It is classified as a rare aether infused item. But you start to notice this glowing coming from the hilt, and this heavy kind of blinding light as you cast the spell coming from it, also illuminating that emblem. And it has a water aetheryte in it. So, yeah, you just learn everything about it, don't you?
Pretty much.
Cool. Do you just want me to send you it, or do you want me to read it off?
Both?
All right. At rest, the mariner's blade appears to be nothing more than a well-used sailor's carving knife. Its blade measures only a few inches long and is broad enough for cutting rope, trimming wood, preparing food, opening crates. Just something to handle most of the mundane tasks that arise aboard a ship. The handle is wrapped in dark salt-stained leather. Its fittings are simple brass and weathered steel. It has the appearance of an inexpensive but dependable tool. Has spent years at sea. When activated, the carving blade lengthens into a smooth rush of shifting metal. A small handguard unfolds from the hilt into a narrow swept guard, while the blade extends into a long, slender rapier. The transformed weapon retains the rugged character of its smaller form. Its steel is dark and slightly weathered, with faint blue-gray lines running along the fuller, like moonlight across seawater. So, it has a few benefits. It has Mariner's Edge, so while transformed into its rapier form, the Mariner Blade is a +1 magic rapier, granting you +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. While carrying the Mariner's Blade, you have the passive known as Sea Legs, which is you have advantage on dexterity acrobatic checks and dexterity saving throws made to maintain your footing or avoid being knocked prone as a result of unstable ground, violent ship movements, slick or wet surfaces, shifting decks, or similar environmental movement. You also ignore non-magical difficult terrain caused solely by wet or slippery surfaces. It then has the ability Hidden Steel. So as a bonus action, you can transform the Mariner's Blade between its carving knife and rapier forms. In its carving knife form, it appears to be an ordinary sailor's utility knife and may be used as one. If used as a weapon while in its carving knife form, treat it as a dagger, but it does not gain the +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls until transformed into a rapier. The transformation can be reversed with another bonus action. It also has Slip the Line, so when a creature misses you with a melee attack while you are wielding the Mariner's Blade in its rapier form, you may use your reaction to move up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks from the creature that triggered the reaction. You can use that property a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, regaining all expended uses when you finish a long rest. It does require attunement. Yeah. That is what it does.
This is an interesting bit of gear. Can I extend it? Or without attuning to it?
No,
Or...
you can't. You gotta attune to it.
Alright, fair enough. Well, looks like an ordinary knife, but it's there's a lot more to it. It extends out into a rapier.
Oh? Well, that's pretty handy. Easily concealed and even deadlier when not.
Precisely. Well, you're the one who found it, so...
Oh.
You get first dibs, but... I mean...
I think it's something we should probably bring up to the captain first before we start trying to decide who gets to keep it.
I suppose. Although... Actually... does Nim have weapons on his person?
Yep. I carry a Kopesh.
Ah, I see.
I do have a question. Is it the first time that like Maeve is like actually looking and like identifying Nim's weapons?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, so you look, he has a Kopesh. Do you have one Kopesh or two Kopeshes?
Ooh, shoot, I have two. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm second guessing myself now.
I think you have two, but one of them's mundane. He has a Kopesh at his side that, as you look at it, it's a little off-putting. There's like this errant, unintelligible, scrawling text crawling across the blackened blade.
Hmm.
Real quick, out of game, I did somehow delete my other Kopesh. I remember seeing it last time, and I do believe that I removed it because I temporarily forgot that it was supposed to be there and wasn't accidentally a copy of Scripter's Refrain. So my sheet does not reflect that, but I
No,
do
but if you
acknowledge
go
it.
to the top right, there's a compendium button. If you go there and type in, I don't know if Kopeshes are built into here. Yeah, there's a Kopesh in there, so you can just drag and drop the Kopesh onto your sheet.
Perfect.
Okay, share, copy link. There you go. Maeve, you now have the Mariner's Blade.
Assuming it's going to me.
Hey, I mean, that's up to you
I am
guys.
the only one who fights with a rapier, though. I'm just saying.
You don't gotta convince me, all right? All right. What are you guys doing?
Is there anything else Is there anything else to be found down there?
There's nothing else inside there, but we still have the little ceramic vase to figure out what it is or if there's anything in there. Is that the item you handed me?
Yes, it's one of the things I handed you.
Oh, you handed me both things. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna hold it up and kind of peek. Is it got a stopper or is
Yeah,
it just
it has a cork, but it's fused into the neck. Whatever was inside evaporated long ago. But
Oh,
there's faint writing painted along the ceramic, and it says. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I recognize the language, but then you started telling me what it was saying.
It says for fever, 3 drops only, and underneath in a different hand it says 4 if dying.
How cryptic. 3 for fever, 4 if dying. Whatever this was, it was strong. I heard you moving the bookshelf over there. Did you happen upon anything interesting?
I found symbols marking a dead troll, typically, but feels strange for something behind a bookshelf.
That is strange.
On a ship, no less. It could be It could be signifying the spot in the floor and in behind the bookshelf that you found, but Somehow I feel like there's more to it. But I'm not sure.
You did definitely hear like a hollow space behind the wall when you were
Oh.
knocking.
Oh shit, did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Right. I'll rush back and try and, go back to that hollow spot.
Yeah, simple
It
enough.
was hollow, right here. Is there a way to open it up that I can see?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation 8. I
8.
ain't learned shit.
You don't know how you would get into it without maybe like just destroying the wall. There's nothing that immediately comes to your attention as far as opening it.
I mean, we could ask Brannick. But there's definitely a way it's supposed to be opened, but
Was your old room on the other side of this wall, or whose room was on the other side of this wall?
on this wall it was mine. And
Could we check
well,
from the other side?
ours now, I
see-
suppose.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, then let's go to my room and see if we can't find a way into the wall, maybe from the other side. This is
I could
getting
think it-
quite thrilling.
Oh, might have to clean up a little bit.
I'm gonna enter. I'm going straight for the wall.
Yeah, what is the current
You-
state of Maeve's bedroom?
Things should be everywhere.
She's
So
been
messy.
living in this room for how long at this point?
A few weeks.
A few weeks? Okay, so it's not that bad. The first thing that immediately sticks out to you is the bedding is crumpled like a tissue. Absolutely. The entire bed is just a mess, actually. Clearly whoever slept in it sleeps like a freak.
That tracks.
The rest of the room is not messy per se. There's a few things that are just sort of lying around just as a needed a place to put something, put it here
Let's-
with the intention to move it later, and it's
lived in.
it's not going to be moved later. It's lived in. It's definitely lived in.
Perfect. How heavy is this bed? I'm gonna attempt to move this bed. I'm gonna attempt to slide it,
Roll.
not paying any mind to the table and chairs that are at the foot of it.
Cool. Roll an athletics check.
Oh yeah.
Summoning all of your strength, you are able to shift the bed away from the wall.
I lift with my butt. Okay. No, just kidding. Okay, so I can get back in there. I'm gonna start touching around on the wall, seeing if maybe there's some way to access. I'm not gonna think to knock for hollow space. I'm just gonna start touching the wall, looking to see if there's like some sort of obvious sign.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Heck yeah. Yeah, solid wall.
No, yeah, it's a solid wall, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel a little bewildered. I'm gonna sneak past Maeve and kind of sit on the foot of the bed I moved and just kind of go, well, it was worth a shot. I guess we're gonna have to get somebody probably a little more crafty to start dismantling the wall from your now room.
It's true. I just hope it doesn't stay a mess. Or maybe maybe someone else will spot something that neither of us did. Who knows?
Well, we've got quite a bit of interesting information to share with the captain already. While we're in your room, should we start gathering your items and carry them over real quick before speaking with the captain?
Might as well. There's not a ton. Can probably just toss it on the bed.
Perfect. Nim and Maeve can do that if you want to cut over to the remaining characters that have a scene to play out.
All right, who's next? We only got a couple of options: Azric, or Irina and Sai.
I wonder if either of them is muted.
Or maybe they don't have anything to share at the moment.
I would probably say that.
Is I got anything to share? Is Sai still there?
Maybe
Does
Sai
Sai
needs
have
to
a
be-
mouthful of elote?
Maybe she's looking at pictures of toes.
Probably pictures of toes.
Most likely pictures of toes.
Probably sleeping.
Oh, does she get moved to the I fell asleep chat?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Rocky, you want to try calling her?
Sure.
So it's not even that late yet.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back as soon as we figure
Okay.
out what has happened to Sai. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. All right, we're gonna pick back up with Maeve and Nim as they finish their interaction here. Are you guys gonna keep trying to explore how to find wherever this hole in the wall is, or what are you guys doing?
I think Nim's ready to present to the captain. I think we would have finished moving belongings, and then I would have placed my chest of books upon the table in my new room. And I think I would just wait for the go-ahead from Maeve.
Yeah, we can, just get stuff moved, and that's fine. I want to present the stuff we found to the captain.
Perfect. In your belongings, would there have been anything embarrassing I would have found? Just curious.
Oh, no.
There doesn't have to be. There doesn't have to be. I was just curious.
Probably not. I don't think I've had the time to pick up anything would be embarrassing.
All right.
And your panties.
Who's only got one pair?
No, I don't think I have any, actually. I think I'm still
Oh, you still got them boy shorts on.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Okay, so you guys head to the captain.
Oop, door's locked. No visitors. Just kidding.
Oh, just gonna
scooch on in here.
Yeah. I guess I'll acknowledge Taruk, but I'm on a mission because I'm curious. I'm gonna. Oh no, I would knock.
On a mission, just slams the door open.
Yeah. Look what I found. Yeah, no. So I knock intensely. Dun 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 dun. But not aggressive. But intensely.
Yes.
Captain, we have a mystery. Oh, I did not move myself into your office.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. There's no portals in the map.
We need to buy one.
Captain, we have a mystery on this ship. Quite an interesting one. Maeve, do you have any of it you want to be the one to share? Before she even gets an opportunity to speak. So, we found smuggler's holes, maybe? I don't know what to call them, but there's these open spaces within the walls of Desmond's old room. Well, now Maeve's room. They extend behind the bookshelves that are in there. Part of a cabinet. That's not important. What's important is we found, and I start laying out the items. This box with this little copper cylinder. It's got a little list in there, like almost like a ledger. It's got the number 6 repeating. It talks about people being treated as cargo. That's incredibly interesting, considering that we also have this little seal from the Vorkal Sultanate. Interesting, very interesting. Not sure all the connecting pieces yet, but it's there. We found this magic knife that turns into a scimitar. Scimitar, yeah, that sounds right. Maeve will correct me after. And then we found this little empty ceramic vial. It says the 3 for fever and 4 for dying. Probably a potent remedy of something. It's gone. It's empty. Seal looks like it's mostly fused to the jar now. Place that down on the desk. Yeah, it's so interesting. But there's also an empty space that we can't really get to, probably without removing the wall. And unfortunately, all the people that were on the ship that had tools for removing the wall have left. So we figured we'd bring it to your attention.
Brannick's still here.
I don't know what Brannick's capable of doing.
He's our bosun. You should be able to take apart part of the wall if we really need to. I'd prefer not to.
You can take
But
it apart from my room, which used to be Maeve's room, but now it's my room. You can take apart the whole wall. I want to know what's in there. I'll take it apart if you want me to, but it will not be able to be put back together. I almost guarantee it, and I probably shouldn't do that.
Ezric's just like wide-eyed staring at you right now.
Oh,
Can you
I'm
slow down first off?
sorry.
So it's a merchant vessel. There's bound to be far more hidey holes than you've even found so far. But interesting that the Volkar Sultanate was in hand with the trading company and moving, I'd assume, to be slaves since they're marked as cargo. But not surprising.
So you want me to go around and knock on the walls until I find more hiding holes?
You so choose, I guess. I
Interesting.
mean, there's bound to be others. If you're looking to find some, I mean, there's 4 empty rooms down there, plus yours. Probably
Oh,
even
so
more stuff inside of the cargo hold. However, directly below my room, we already know that there's a hidden room. So don't go poking around that one. We've already been in there, let's just put it that way.
is that the scary coffin room that was mentioned?
That would be the coffin room, yes.
Oh, okay. So do not enter that, and you do not want me to just walk into other people's rooms to check for hiding holes?
I mean, I'd probably at least discuss it with Sai before you go into her room. I would not
probably
go in
makes
the
sense.
kitchen and talk to Tahuk before you invade his. Brannick's room is down there as well. Just let him know that you're looking for anything. He may have already found whatever's in his room, but hard telling. I'd assume that if he found of anything of importance, he would have most likely said so.
You know,
As I'm
that all
bring
tracks
down
pretty well.
papers and reach over and grab the knife.
Maeve can tell you all about that one. She did a windy thing. I don't know, something flow around her, and then she just knew what it was. I thought it was just a hunting knife.
Interesting. Eve?
oh well, I'd have to attune to it to show it fully, but it turns into a sword.
Turns into a sword.
And hold on, let me open this up. What else does it do? Because I already forgot.
Does interesting things.
Let's see. It well, it just works better as a sword. Makes it helps you move across. You know, it would help me, or it would help whoever's using it navigate a ship during a storm when, you know, the deck is all wet or it's shifting.
Something like this would fetch a nice price at port.
It would.
I'm
But,
just kidding, Maeve. I already know that you like it.
well, it's not. It's. Nim found it first. It's his to decide what to do with, I believe. But, I mean, Maeve just sheepishly trails off.
Gonna like kind of toss it back to the other side of the desk a little bit to where it lands. Oh, Maeve, if you're not willing to lay claim to it, and Nim found it, I suppose it's between you two to decide where it goes.
I'm gonna pick up the knife and just hand it to Maeve. I've got my own trusty weapons I'm quite attached to.
As I figured.
Right, that's fair enough.
Sometimes when you want something, Maeve, you just got to ask for it.
Thank you kindly. Now time to get this thing on my sheet.
So, Captain, you're basically explaining that this ship, since it carried cargo, it's more than likely that it did some things that probably wouldn't have been reported or recorded, and those things are probably mundane.
Nim, there
Yeah.
was a little girl inside of a coffin in the hold.
Yeah, that doesn't feel quite mundane.
I think we can deduce that there was probably up to other shady business, at the minimum.
When you say it like that, I feel a little bit dumb for not having the direct connection. But I see now, so I will take further time on my time, not the ship's time, to investigate a little further and see if there isn't anything else that might be useful, interesting, or fetch a good penny. I wouldn't say penny. I forget the fetch good coin. That's what I say.
Well, before you go start investigating, and while you're here, I suppose I should ask at least a couple questions to help with our path forward. This
Yes, sir.
artifact that you're looking for, can you tell us about it?
I can. Yeah. You guys have
Or
done quite a bit for me.
I guess the better thing is, what can you tell us about what we're facing when we go to retrieve it? It would be more important.
Well, truth be told, the information I have surrounding what dangers might be directly tied to it are far and few between. Mostly just rumors, nothing that of substance that I think would be helpful. But I do know that if I've heard of its whereabouts, if people know of its whereabouts, that we're more than likely going to run into somebody else looking for it. It is a powerful artifact, and you guys, you and your crew, Captain, have done a lot for me in a short period of time that most people wouldn't do for a stranger. And I think it's safe to say that while trust is still being formed, I do believe that I have a good enough foundation to at least tell you that the item is of great importance. It can do great things. It is not directly a weapon. Is that helpful?
I'm going to speak plainly, Nim. Not trying to vote on whether we're going to help you. I'm trying to decide how to return with everyone we take up the mountain. Or
You need
to
more.
the mountain. For instance, we already know one of the Dread Reavers is here in the port. Would we be possibly running into them on this kind of excursion? Is this something that all the pirates here would be going after? Or is this something that's more likely is people being hired to go after?
Hey DM, would this be something I would roll history for to see if I've heard rumors of this? I know there's people looking for it, but I don't know that I don't know that it's.
You know that this is an item that's not commonly known about. And so an individual would have to have very specific information to even get this close to it. You know specifically because your higher ups started getting readings from it as recently Ethereum age technology has started to reawaken, and they have magic implements that can basically detect when those items awaken and can give you like a rough idea of where it's at within, you know, a few thousand miles. So the information you were going off of was you had a baseline of what the item was, and you knew it was in southern Granheim somewhere, but that was about all you had to go on, and you've been traveling around trying to find it up to this point. You know there's other people who are looking for it, other people who your organization has had to contend with, but whether or not those specific individuals are here, you really couldn't say. But it's not like something that every pirate or mercenary or anything like that is going to know about or actively be searching for.
I really hit the gold mine whenever we met. When I met, man, all I can think is Old Man Hizachi, and I know that's not his name. But anyways, him knowing what he knew, that's like 1 in a million chance, right?
Are you talking about Kurosawa, the guy?
Yeah.
You told him about the item, and he used a spell called Locate Item.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. I had a conflicting memory of what had occurred. That's my bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so back to the conversation. Captain, I think it's unlikely that any pirate crew would directly know of it. If anyone were to know of it, it would be specialists, people who were actively seeking it specifically. There are rumors going around of things, this and that, but I think the dangers that lie ahead are most likely going to be of something unfamiliar. I don't believe it will come across old enemies or old comrades that we would have to face. If that is more helpful, I can speak directly to you one-on-one more about it, since you are offering aid. But I would like to be able to in the future take this item back with me to my people.
It's understandable, and no real reason to divulge anymore at this time. Just trying to plan our next course is all.
That's
And,
understandable.
I mean, Maeve, you wasn't there, but I guess I can fill you in a little bit. Tahuk's teacher, I guess is the way to put him. Commander, whatever he is either dead or gravely injured. The armor he is wearing is theirs. And it just so happened to be sold by one of the Dread Reavers here in this very port. And so now we are at a fairly strong crossroad. Maeve muted.
Fuck.
Was you not listening?
God, I was.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I was trying to. I'm trying to. I'm futzing with magic items at the same time.
Oh, I just told you that Terhook's wearing Darius's armor, and he's either dead
Right.
or pretty damn close to it. And the Dread Reaver's at port, and now we're at a crossroad of what to do next.
Well,
TLDR.
what is there? What is there for us to do?
Well,
Do you think? I mean, Tiruk is going to want to find answers.
that's where the crossroad lies. We're gonna either confront this Dread Reaver for these answers, and I can guarantee that Tahook isn't going to exactly want to walk away from that confrontation knowing what those answers may be. Then we also have the artifact that Nim is searching for, that we still need to make our trek for. And then, after those two items are said and done, we have our dear Irina to deal with. Deal with sounds harsh, but let's be honest, facing the Blood Tyrant isn't exactly going to be a walk in the park.
I mean, she can't stay with us forever. It
Right.
would be good to get her back to her father.
Yes.
I just hope her father is appreciative.
Lockhart
the
will
same-
hear from us when I can give him a time, well, a port and a day that we actually intend to keep. I'd hate to send him a message now, and then we end up being late and incur that wrath. As long as I'm able to get this message out in a somewhat timely manner, believe that I can at least convince him to not kill us, at the minimum. Especially with the information that the Basra Trading Company was planning on selling her at auction. I'm sure he'll have his sights set on somebody far more important than the people who returned his daughter.
It's true. We have been keeping her safe. And I hope happy.
I mean,
And it's just
she got a dress.
feeling this is true. It's just I think if we return the girl to her father, we also draw the ire of the Basra Trading Company, no?
Well,
Potentially.
I mean, talking with one of the people, when I told them we opened the coffin, they pretty much told us good fucking luck. So, as I see that, they didn't much care if we delivered her to the auction. That's the word I was looking for. And they will learn rather quickly that I am not in the business of slavery, and I will not be delivering a child to be one, nor anyone else for that matter. So,
That I
if that
agree.
means that we start a fight with the boss or a trading company, I feel like it's a fight that I'd be willing to have.
I mean, we are pirates, aren't we? It's
Correct.
about time you started acting like them.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So we have this we have the Dread Reaver in port that Taruk and probably the rest of us are going to want to have a little chat with. At the very least. Does this person would have they're with their crew, right?
Most likely.
Would we have a crew to deal with as well?
It depends on the reason why they've came all the way to Hizachi. Could catch him
This is true.
alone. That would be the greatest portion. But We still need to put out a little bit of intel gathering on why he may be here. I've got some thoughts, but nothing solid at this point.
Reconnaissance
we-
is in order either way. You don't
Yes,
suppose we could
and
just chat him up in a tavern, could we?
possibly. I mean, he doesn't exactly know who we are. Well, he may at this point, let's be honest.
Well, what would he
I'd
know?
assume
That we
Jahook.
pissed. He would know that we pissed off the what, oh, what were they called? Well, we pissed off Al Hajjad, which, I mean, we're pirates. To a degree, that's to be expected, no?
Right. Depends how much wood is carried. We've supposedly burned down Glassfire Cove, murdered a Triarch in cold blood, started a fight with the Sunlit Scripture. Feel like I'm missing a few things in there, but
I mean, we've done good things too, right? I mean, we
can't
did
name many.
we did save one person from Glassfire Cove at least, and well, the whole Triarch business was, well, it was for the best, and I believe at least some of the people there are singing our praises.
Possibly.
Picking a fight with the Sunlit Scriptures is another thing, but I feel like that's respected in the right circles. I
The
hope.
Blood Reavers most likely won't care too much about that one. They're not exactly a religious bunch, I would say. However, if they do recognize Tahook, could pose to be a problem.
Taruk is wearing very prominent, uh, very prominent armor at this point, isn't he?
That too, but if I remember correctly, I think he used to also work with them previously. Memory fades sometimes.
You don't suppose those past connections could be a problem,
I mean,
would they?
they recognize
Bad
him.
blood,
It could be.
a particularly nasty breakup. It's best we just ask, I think.
Honestly, I don't know if at this point Tahook would really care. After all, his mentor was involved enough that his armor was stripped from his body, so it's already going to be a hefty conversation with our dear friend.
You guys have had an insane amount of adventures, and I can just from the bits and pieces of the stories you guys have been telling, I would be most fascinated to hear from the start to the end the details that have occurred to get you guys where you are in such a short period of time.
Well, we started in Al Hajjad.
This is perfect. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna hold up a hand. Wait, if you're telling me now, and I'm gonna pull out a little mechanical monkey.
Azric's not even stopping. We stole a ship from some kids, found out that it was a slave trader's boat that had a bunch of
whispering.
drugs on it, was
I'm
taking
whispering
it to
to the monkey.
Glassfire Cove, found it on fire, found my brother, protected Kit, didn't kill my brother, wish we would have, ended up going to Delfang, my hometown, found out that one of the Triarchs was actually a double agent, murdered him, told all the other Triarchs that we was pretty much taking everything that we could, and then back south, ended up getting some damage there. Found this ship with zombies on it. Do you remember that? Badly damaged, limped it to Al-Hajjad, picked up some crew, got you, fought the Sunlit Scripture, came here. That's about it.
Well, holy hell. Did I get my scribe command in fast enough, DM, that my monkey is sitting there scribbling away?
Yeah, scribbling away with extreme speed.
I'm
Not a
just watching
monkey.
scribe. Oh, yeah, it's a device that allows me to, this is not an automaton. I was almost going to say it was an automaton. It's a little ether device that allows me to transcribe pretty much anything that's happening in the room, and I'm realizing that the monkey is now transcribing this
by the way,
conversation.
technically it is an automaton.
Oh, it is an automaton. Okay. I almost said it was, and then I was like, no, wait, it's not, because automatons had sentience. But I guess it does kind of almost in a way.
Not all automatons had sentience.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Okay. But yeah, so it's taking notes as I'm explaining what it is. But yeah, so it gives me the opportunity to take notes while still being completely submerged in a story. Oh, stop scribing. Stop scribing.
Well, if you want more of our adventures, our residential storyteller can always tell them probably a little more in detail at some point.
Oh, who's your
Kind
residential storyteller?
Kind of smirking at Maeve.
I'm gonna slowly turn towards Maeve. You're the residential storyteller?
Something like that.
Well, the first night we spoke, I got a feeling that you had quite the story to tell. Now I see that you carry more than just your own. I look forward to spending many nights listening to you speak.
Maeve cannot tell if she is being flirted with right now. But she
This is one of
almost
the
gets
few-
that vibe.
This is actually one of the few moments that Nim isn't attempting to flirt with anyone. He's being genuine. He just wants to hear your stories. He's looking at you like enamored, and I think that it's probably a look that you would probably take as confirmation that it is flirtatious.
Great. Well, we'll have time on the ship, for sure. And elsewhere, I have been known to play a tavern or two.
Ooh.
Before we get too much further into that, will one of you retrieve Tahuk, please?
I believe he was standing out the doorway whenever I came in. Yeah, I'll get him. I hop off the chair in a way that you probably would prefer me not to treat the furniture. And I'm gonna the door. I'm drowning. Okay. Daruk, Captain is ready for you to enter if you're ready.
As Nim leaves, I'm gonna smirk at Maeve more. That man is going to be a handful, I can tell already.
Yeah.
Have I had time to change out of my dress? I don't think I have.
I
Nope.
don't think you did. Nope.
But think of it this way, Maeve. If he is taking notes on all of our accomplishments and everything, you can utilize those notes to recant a song. I could see the stories or yarns told within the tavern already at this point. Azric's eyes are aglow at this point. I'm like, it's coming together. We have the note taker, the bard to sing us the tales, and before long, everyone will know exactly where the waltz-bound damned have been. There is a message that has been hidden.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm while you guys are doing this, I am bulking on NPCs, and
Oh.
I accidentally rolled an attack from Morgan Lockhart, which would have been really off-putting for everyone on the boat.
Indeed.
Oh no.
Wait, just to be clear of how off-putting.
It's like vanilla.
51 necrotic.
Oh, well, I'll be dead.
Damn.
Hey, I'd have
Hey,
a
remove
little life left
that.
if I was
Thank
full
you.
health.
That was scary.
That's very scary.
Oh, then.
Right. To hook with the Nim, and slowly he would lift his chin, and Nim could tell that he was crying just a little, with his a little red tint around his eyes. Before he
He-
nodded.
Before you stood, I'd probably crouch down. If I saw that you were crying, if you ever want to tell stories about the armor you wear, my ears are always open.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Nim. At some point, I will take your offer. It is something that I do need to talk about sooner or later.
Well, I'm here for you. You ready to see the captain now?
Hey, let's do it. As he slowly stands up. Did the captain mention getting Sai as well,
Nope.
or just me?
He just said you.
Is Sai back yet? Yes, Sai is back now.
Yay!
Ooh, do we want to
Wait,
cut over to whatever?
no,
Oh,
maybe not. It said back now at 7:22. Maybe I'm insane.
oh.
Key? Question mark.
That was a while ago that she sent that message. So maybe not. Just carry on with everyone
All right.
except for Sai.
Weeps. I'm gonna use the portal. Yeah. Ah! We just go.
There's only one spawn location. I don't know what to tell people.
Yeah. We just buck away and like, let me just. Is it? Yes, this button. Okay.
I'm gonna motion the chair to Taruk.
The Hugnot. Azrik.
Well, as I was discussing with them and filling in Maeve, we both heard where your armor came from and who happens to be here. So first I pose a question. Does our dear Dreadreaver know who you are?
Yeah, would he know Terhook? Because in my head,
Zombie,
like he would be a personal
zombie.
soldier. He'll be like a
Yeah.
personal soldier, but would he recognize every single one of them? I'll give an answer Terhook would give. I wouldn't. I'm not completely sure. I mean, the Dreadreaver is quite formidable, and I'm not sure how astute he is in when it comes to remembering every single name. Remember, I did disappear quite a while ago.
It's
But
true.
then again, when and he shakes a little. When I'm considered more of an item or weapon to be used rather than a human being. Those kind of people that treat others like that tend to keep stock on their merchandise. So it is hard to say for certain. Either way, I think there are two ways of doing this, if you don't mind me suggesting asterisk. One more dangerous than the other. The first would be to use subtlety. I would most likely, well, try to disguise myself. Perhaps Sai or Maeve could help me there. And I won't be wearing my armor, just to be safe. And we try to get information, and most likely Azric, you will have to do the talking for me. The other option that I'm thinking is a bit more daring. I stroll in with all of you, wearing my armor proudly, and I tell the person straight up who I am. Whether it catches them off guard, whether it makes them want to attack us, to drag me back, I have no idea what will happen if I do that. But most likely they're not prepared for that sort of a daring move. But then again, it is risky, because if things go wrong, we will have to fight everyone. And are we ready for that yet?
I did just find a cool new sword, but well, there are well, 5 of us after Desmond's left. And no doctor to patch us back up.
Well, when it comes to healing, we have Sai and you have me. Both of us could, well, he looks at his hand. I would need to test that. But for now, Sai as a sure bet. But then again, it's not the numbers that worry me. It's who they have there.
I will say that if we are to go to the tavern, the Hook, you will most likely not be joining us. Inside, at the minimum.
Mhm.
I know what that armor means to you, but I also know that grief has never improved a man's eyesight. And I do not need for him to be gloating within a tavern, and for us to be cast into a situation that we would be ill prepared for, to say the least.
As much
I
as
will
I wanted to.
Go ahead.
No, as much as I want to disagree with you, Azric, I understand. Even I don't. Even I don't trust myself to not lose myself at the first provocation or taunt, especially if I am recognized.
I'm glad you at least understand. I will say, your anger does have a place in this plan, and I will not ask you to stop wanting for the blood of the man. I just ask that we not spill any of ours in that venture until we are at least sure that we'll all make it out alive in the end.
I would have said that the only blood that needs to be spilled is mine, but now I know better. So, first, I want answers. Blood could come second. At the end of the day, I may be a mess. I may still have some doubts, but one thing I know for sure is I know my priorities. and my priorities are: one, for y'all to be safe; two, to find my brethren, including Darian, whether alive or, and he clutches his armor, dead.
So these are your priorities. What was that first one again?
Well, keeping you all alive.
But when it comes to all of us, yours is included in that, please.
Well, I don't want Maeve to cry again after what happened last time. Gives her a little, like, chuckle. But on a serious note, there are things that I need to do, and I can't do them. And I realize that now. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to protect any single person here, because I will. That's just who I am. And that's not me asking for a death wish. I just want to make sure you're all okay. That's all.
Part of being the crew, right? We choose one another first. Kind of a smirk on Azric's face at this point. I will say that doesn't make everyone else worthless. Just means that when the seed demands a name, ours are the last we surrender.
That's fair enough. But Azric, if I am not going to be with every single, well, with you all, what is my role in your plan of yours?
Well, I don't plan to go into the tavern seeking a fight. I would rather go into the tavern seeking information. I don't even know if I would go to the Dread Reaver directly for that information at first. By now he's probably gloated enough inside of the tavern that everybody in town knows what he's looking for or what's going on. I figure that's probably one of the first places to start. There's not a lot of reasons for somebody to come to Hizachi. Artifacts, maybe supplies. So it depends how long he's going to be here, what he's looking for, and at that point, we should most likely also understand where he's come from. If Darius is still alive, he will most likely leave the portion of him being murdered out of his stories, but he's most likely to still gloat about the battle itself. Or he's going to be gloating at least of where he got the armor. That'll at least give us a area to go to. And if the Dread Reaver is, going to be here for very long.
I am curious if we can use me as bait. Not in the way that you think. Not physically, I mean. Information-wise.
I mean, if it came down to us not being able to get information from everyone else, do you really think that you're worth information to him?
As I said, when you lose an item that is solely yours, a man would want it back. Because an item has no feelings. It is property. So, I think
That he would at least try to retrieve you for his lord.
Correct.
It's understandable, at least.
Besides, I wasn't just merely a pirate, I was a crow. One of Orlan's main daggers that he keeps as prized possessions. Trained killers, trained assassins, trained shadows, trained spies. So I'm not just any deckhand or whatever you want to call it. So I do believe that information about my whereabouts can arouse is at least worth at least something. Besides, after Darian found me, the Order made sure to keep my roots at least quiet enough. Most of the Order knew that I was mostly a vagabond, a child just trying to kill just to survive. But only a few know what I was before. So unless those few talked, then Orlan should have no idea that I am, well, me. But then again, these are all hypotheses, of course. I could be completely wrong. And you are a captain, I think, right? So I'm sure that rumors about a former crow on another ship trying to make ends meet would be worthwhile to check in if it comes from your mouth.
Interesting. Got another question for you while we're thinking of a path forward. How's your
Hey.
faith? I know previously you was having troubles. Has this harmed it more?
Well, my mind is clear now.
Right, but have you tried to use any of your power?
I have not. I've been meditating. But if you want, I could try. See,
I just don't want to get into a situation where you go to rely on it and it does not answer.
let's try it. Worst case scenario, you can always call Sai and she can heal you up if something happens. Let me just go into a corner over here, just in case, you know. He stands up and just goes to this corner here. Tarhuk is actually gonna unsheath his sword
Okay.
and hold it in both hands.
All right.
And he's going to try and commune with his faith using the sword as his, well, what's it called again? The faith, what the paladins used as the conduit for their spells. It's
Holy symbol?
yeah, holy symbol, yeah. Since that's its holy symbol.
Okay.
And Taruk's gonna whisper. As I said, I want to protect them. I want to protect everyone that I care about. I am not perfect. I am Tarhuk Ravit. And by your will, Aurelius, I will follow your footsteps of wanting to protect, of wanting to hold those you hold dear close, and be the light for them, and in turn be the light for me.
So what is your goal here? Are you trying to
he's
conjure
he's
some
trying
sort
to.
of reaction?
Yep, correct. And his purpose here is to cast the what's it called? 1 second. Where is it? Like Divine Smite? Yeah, no. Why can't I find it? Divine Sense. Since it's the most basic, but it also will give him an idea of where his power is at right now.
Okay. Why don't you roll a religion check with advantage?
Oh dear. Here we go.
18. You feel the warmth of the armor surrounding you, and it flares for a moment. Not out to burn, but this comforting sense that you've been lacking for a little while. And as it flares within you, you feel almost stronger than you were before, this pulse of radiant energy that expands past you and past the ship. You don't sense any Fey Fiends undead, but you do feel the power activate and extend outward from your being.
And then Rook's gonna open his eyes and he's gonna lay on hands on himself because he is actually 5 hit points down. So see if that works.
It does work.
And the others will be able to see like the golden glow envelop Terhook. And then before sizzling. Well, Hazrik. He gives the captain a smile. I think I am ready to go.
Well, it's better than you relying on it and it not coming at all. Ezra's gonna stand up at this point. Would you show me this wall that's hollow?
Oh, yes, Captain. Absolutely. Maeve, can we enter your room?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the captain could just order himself in there anyways, I suppose.
Well, I think he's being polite, Maeve. Oh, did Azric call everyone or just no?
It's whatever. If people
Alright,
follow,
then.
people follow.
Oh, people following, let's go. You wanna see the hollow?
Is Sai
Nim's
back yet?
walking relatively quick and stopping every few moments to make sure everyone's still following him. He's
Maeve,
excited.
I sent you some stuff in Discord, Maeve.
I sent
Indeed.
Sai 5 text messages and they're
Okay.
unread.
Wait, for story purposes, Maeve, did you surpass me into the room?
No.
Okay.
I was following everyone in.
She's like pushed out of the way.
I'm gonna knock in the wrong spot out of excitement. See, hollow. And then I'm gonna look at you, furrow my brow. Maeve knows. And then I'm gonna turn around, walk past you guys, come over to the other spot, and then just motion. Eyebrows raising. See, Captain?
Interesting.
See, the spot was right here. Nope, that's the wrong spot. It's right. Yeah, here we go.
Well,
There's
before we have
definitely a
Brannick,
hollow portion.
before we have Brannick start tearing into the walls, I'm gonna investigate. I only got a 7.
You cannot find any sort of mechanism. There's definitely a hollow part behind the wall for sure.
I mean, can we also investigate? See if we
Tarhuk has not
find any.
investigated yet, so Tarhuk can attempt to investigate as well.
That's his forte, but we got this. That is really
Can
forte.
I assist
Oh,
in this?
No, because you've already attempted to investigate, so your knowledge on the matter is as complete as you would expect for the
is
moment.
everyone else?
Yeah, there's definitely a hollow part behind this wall, but god damn, none of you can figure out how to fucking open it. Just a boat full of rogues, and none of them can find it.
We can call outside.
Hold on. Because I remember that I've been forgetting about something in my class this entire fucking time. This count as an ability check.
This is an ability check.
So I have magical guidance that I continuously forget about, where I
Okay.
can re-roll for a sorcery point.
Okay.
A 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Look at that. Yeah, there it is. Up to here. There it is. You find the hollow section. It was pointed out by Maeve. And it's 8 or 10 inches wide. There's no obvious latch, but now that you know it's there and you're feeling around and along the boards, eventually your fingers find a deeply recessed nail head. It isn't a nail at all, as you kind of push against it and it depresses slightly with a click, and the lower edge of the plank pushes inward about 1/2 inch.
Well, guess we don't need Brannick to tear apart the wall after all.
Ah, thank the gods.
With that, the whole section can kind of slide sideways into the wall. Not a secret room, just like a thin dead drop opening built between the cabin wall and the ship, between the two cabins.
Guess we shall see what's inside.
Dust, old cobwebbing, remnants of some cloth wrapping, a few flakes of sealing wax. Something though looks like it's lodged in the far back corner.
We're gonna try to grab it.
Okay. It takes a little finagling. You manage to get it loose, and it's like this dark leather pouch. It has some stuff in it.
Dark leather pouch. We're gonna open her up.
Oh yeah.
Just enough to see what's inside. We're not
Well,
dumping it out.
Looks like
Nim's
there's
peering over your
looks like
shoulder.
there's 3
Oh, boy.
things in there. It looks like there's like a brass looking coin. There's a strip of parchment and like a tiny iron key.
Thing. Parchment first.
Okay. Pulling out this narrow strip of parchment. It's old. Most of the ink has faded completely. A few words remain, though, specifically the words Blackwater, Third Bell, and not the captain.
Creates more questions than answers.
I told you, Captain. It's a mystery.
And you said that there are possibly more in the other rooms as well.
I mean, it's hard telling. This is the largest room that there is below the deck, but I would not be surprised if there's not other hidden compartments. What else was in the bag? Coin.
Yeah, it
Let's
looks like
check that out.
Like pulling out the coin. It's made of brass. It's about the size of it's a decent size, like around the size of a gold coin. Though it's obviously not legal currency. And on one side it bears the image of a gull crab with a broken wing. On the reverse side, scratched into it is the words "debt carried." And I think Azric can definitely roll a history check with advantage. Terhook can roll a history check, and Nim can roll a history check.
Okay,
I got a 10.
And
Yeah, the dice hate today. So, history.
15. All right. Terhook, you've seen a coin like this before. This is called a carried debt, DEBT. It is a cursed coin. They're used a lot in the darker side of the world. When activated, you give it to a person, and they have to fulfill a task asked of them or suffer a significant consequence.
Does Terhook have a guess to how that works? If the person just needs to touch it and the curse activates, or
So if you were to just pick one up from nowhere, just found one on the ground, it wouldn't activate. You have to physically say, do this for me, and give it to a person.
Okay.
And then it activates. You've used these before because Orlon makes use of them. And the punishments range wildly depending on the task, but you've seen people die from the consequences before.
That's a debt coin. Basically, what it does is you give that to someone, tell them to do something or another, and they have to follow it. If not, the consequences vary. And the worst I've seen are people dying because they didn't complete the task. You're fine to hold it, but be careful. Don't be asking for commands or whatnot, because we don't want to activate that cursed thing.
Sounds like part of our mission may have just gotten easier, though. Tell me,
Yeah,
Tahuk, does it have to be a hand-to-hand trade-off? Or for instance, if I was to ask you to do something and flipped this coin in the air to where you caught it, would it compel you?
DM.
No, you have to provide some sort of amicable service to get the individual in your debt before giving them the coin.
It has to be voluntarily in that case. Not voluntary, but like
They
coin
have
give.
to owe us. So it's literally you're in my debt, and then I ask something of you. Interesting.
It's just a transaction rather than
Right. But however, if I offer up information, such as the location of a lost crow, and then demand recompense, perhaps?
perhaps.
Interesting. I'm gonna stick the coin in my coat pocket. One of the nice inside ones.
Okay.
And the last thing, a nice key.
Yes. So the tiny iron key, it's old. It's starting to blacken across it, not ornate in any manner. The kind of key made for like a small box or cabinet. They I mean, that's pretty much it.
I'm assuming a box that possibly had its clasp broken.
Possibly.
Well, I'm gonna toss the key over to him. If you happen to find whatever this key unlocks on your travels or journeys throughout the ship,
Well, I'll definitely hold on to the key unless it in case it unlocks something else, but it might not be needed. But yeah, no, I'll definitely hold on to it in case it unlocks another secret.
interesting things to find within a secret hold. Nothing of too crazy a value, I guess.
A minor mystery is unraveling amongst our eyes, so I'll definitely use my free time to do more digging, see what I can't find out, bring to you, but I won't waste crew time on it.
You know, thinking about this, the crew is going to see a fucking menacing look on Azric's face at this point. Do you think this coin would work on the bloody tyrant for returning his daughter?
Is that a risk you're willing to take?
Debt
Because
owed
that sounds.
is worthy of repayment, correct? And I figure returning a long-lost daughter is most likely a heavy debt to bear. It's a debt of destroying the boss of our trading company. At least get one off of our backs. I mean, guess he could always kill us afterwards. Just a thought. Much
Just a
rather
thought.
not start a war with the bloody tyrant. But hard not to make decisions that could possibly benefit us at the same time. Though, he'd probably just kill me.
Well, let's hope that's not the case.
Dahook, let's say that I gave you this coin and you owed me a debt, and you murdered me. Would you still have to fulfill the debt?
Well, that depends on the consequence that you put on the coin. If it is, let's say, loss of an arm, then I would not kill you. I would suffer the consequences for that.
Are you saying that I get to choose the consequence?
DM, just to confirm, did you choose consequences? Okay.
No, the consequence the consequence is decided by the coin based on
coin.
the. It's like an equal consequence to the task that was not performed.
Well, that depends on what I'm tasked to do. Basically, the consequence depends on the gravity of the task not performed, and the coin judges from there.
Interesting little item it is.
It is indeed. Though, please don't make me have to kill you, because that would be something that would break me, and I doubt you want to see that.
I
Because
was
no,
more,
well.
I was more speaking hypothetically.
As well as I am. I think as well as I. Just so you know, I would be very distraught if I had to kill you. Hypothetically, of course.
Well,
He gives Ezra a little nudge.
guess the question is where we go from here, considering that our dear Sai has absconded and left us.
Probably takes a long time to get out of that dress.
Well, we did leave her with Arilla, so we could.
Oh, she might have fallen asleep on Sai. Irina was pretty hyper in the market. I imagine it took a toll on her little body.
That could be it as well. And I had a gift for her as well. Such a shame.
I'm sure she'll pop out when she's able.
LDM, at this point, the choice is yours.
Yep. Because I have no messages after the 9:35 one.
It's up to you guys. If you guys want to go to the tavern and explore that, or we can end for tonight. We're almost at 4 hours, but it's going to be at least another. Because we're not going to be playing main campaign next weekend. It'll be at least 2 weeks before we play again. So up to you guys.
I will be gone next weekend.
Yes, I know. We'll be doing a one shot, probably Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yay.
Ooh, I need to get that character done.
Yes, you do.
Same. I'm just trying to think if there's anything that Terhook needs to tell the group here while they're congregated.
Oh, actually, good timing here. Actually, no. I don't want to do that yet. So.
Yeah. Okay. Because the thing is, like, Terhook wants to say a few things, but I think it'll be better if Sai is also there as well, because otherwise he's just gonna be repeating two things. And we already have to talk about the plan anyway. So. Because Terhook wants to talk about like a little bit more crow stuff, just so that Azric and everyone else is on the same page.
What do you guys want to do? You guys want to end here for tonight and pick back up on the main campaign 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, but
I personally am good with ending here.
Yeah, same.
Yep. I think probably ending here because I feel like even if I don't feel like I'd probably leave Sai behind to go to the town.
Same.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, then we will end it here. Good night.